if you're a salesperson, what is a good word track that you could use that'll help differentiate yourself between other people and you and also deal with upset clients? This is an important question. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California. I'm Scott Bell. And so one of the things that I've done is I've worked with call centers and salespeople to work on a word track, to work with them on something that they can say to grab the attention of a buyer. And it just so happens that the word track is, it's my role and responsibility. Now, you are going to have to fill in the blank on some of this to talk about your product, your service, your widget, your gizmo, whatever you have to offer. Okay, so let's say that you're dealing with somebody who's upset, because that never happens. Somebody's talking to you on the phone, you're talking to somebody face to face, and they've explained to you their problem 5 times and they're going on 6. You can grab their attention and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer, I want to let you know something. It's my role and responsibility from here to take care of you and fulfill on the package that you order or fulfill on the product or service that you bought. Okay, now, if you're going to use this, please, please, please make sure that you actually do what you say, right? Because there's so many salespeople out there that just all they care about is the commission. And if you have somebody who bought from you, your role and responsibility truly is to take care of it if there is an issue inside the scope of what your business is. Now, I understand there are people out there who evolve whatever's going on and they turn a little tiny thing and they're like, oh, right? So that may be a time where you use this conversation, but you have to fulfill. You have a level of responsibility when you're working with somebody, and if you've accepted commissions to deal with some problems. Now, there's always something that happens in the sales process. There's a fulfillment issue, there's a delivery issue, there's a sizing issue, there's something that happens at the end, there's a warranty, but just know, the word track of it's my role and my responsibility, fill in the blank. Okay, so that's just one. This is like a Swiss Army knife. Multiple ways that you could use this word track. Another version is, let's say that you're meeting with a buyer and you're talking about your product, your service, your widget, your gizmo, and you are completely different than the person that you're selling against. Now, they got something that's cheap, Uncle Buck in a truck, cheap Charlie, something along those lines. You can literally stop the conversation and say, look, buyer, Mr. Buyer, Mrs. Buyer, it is my role and responsibility to help you understand the difference. Are you willing to let me do that? Okay? Now, sometimes people are going to say no, deal's over. A lot of times, people are going to say absolutely, because I want to know the difference. They might be confused. They might have been told something wrong. They might be trying to separate fact from fiction. You can start stacking these word tracks. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, would you give me the opportunity to help you understand my roles and responsibilities by separating fact from fiction, and just give me 2 minutes to explain what I can do? Okay? There's something about this word track of saying to somebody, it's my role and responsibility, because you are owning up to a problem, you're owning up to an issue. But once again, please, if there is something going on, make sure to take care of the people that you're selling to. Don't just sell junk. Anybody can do that. Any old person can do that. Any young person can do that. There's no need for it. I have no idea what age has to do with it, okay? So the word track is, it's my role and responsibility. So your challenge today is to figure out how to create a word track or a sentence that uses it's my role and responsibility. Now, the thing is, you have to say it with conviction and you have to believe in it. Because if you're like, yeah, it's my role and responsibility, no, won't work. But I promise you, take this down the path. You're sitting with a buyer. They're going to be talking about money. This is a good way for you to segue and say, hey, look, I understand you're concerned about the money. It's my role and responsibility to share with you the difference between what we do and what the competitors do. Cheap Charlie, Uncle Buck in a truck. Would you be willing to let me help you separate fact from fiction? Yes. Gives you the opportunity. Look, let's go down the list. Here's what I have to offer. Here's what they have to offer. Mine's good. Theirs not so good. You could use anchoring, and there's a ton of ways for you to do that. There you go. You got this. Now, you've got a couple of different things that you could do from here after watching this video. 1, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It's pretty cool. I put out videos frequently. 2, you could like and comment, right? And then, hey, Scott, really like it. I like the word track. It's my role and responsibility. Let me help you separate fact from fiction. Those things sound amazing. And then last of all, you can share it, right? Hey, look, I'm in a sales meeting. I found this really cool word track. Scott Bell is this amazing dude that wears aloha shirts everywhere that he goes, and it's his role and responsibility to get you new videos and content. There you go. You got this. We'll see you soon. Mahalo.
Aloha, and thanks for checking out this video. For more videos just like this one, hit the subscribe button. If you love what you watched, you can like and share this video with friends. And you can always leave a comment or a question. Be sure to join the party at howtosell.live for articles, videos, podcasts, as well as hidden content. See you soon. Mahalo.